A story of hope. Hope is the thing with feathers, said Emily Dickinson over 150 years ago. And over 2,000 years earlier, a woman with a box, after unleashing all the evils into the world, stood beside the gods watching as 4 of the darkest horses with their skeleton riders rode off across the open fields which surrounded them, leaving a dark trail in their wake. And once the sound of the laughing skeletons and thunder of dark hooves had been dulled into the distance, a pale half-dead man in a black cloak with a farmer's scythe pulled himself out the box, looked at the gods that stood around him, bowed briefly, winked as he nodded, and then skipped along the path before him, whistling a merry tune. The gods, in their surprise, leaned forward. They looked deep into Pandora's box, but having seen everything before, thought it must be empty. It wasn't. Inside was the thing with feathers, a strange creature of flight that has more in common with the chimera than with Pegasus. Hope flew out the box. It stared into Pandora's eyes for a moment, then flew above their heads and away towards the sky. Since that day, hope has flown into many battlefields, whispered into the ears of fathers soon to lose their battle with death, and in the hearts of mothers dying in childbirth. It whispered the lies, your death has meaning, your love will survive beyond this moment. Through the centuries it has visited many deathbeds, prisons and places of despair, but still it was never enough. Its feathers, once mostly white with black around the edges, became progressively gray. It flew lower until it found itself unable to remember flight. The hearts of men beat to despair. Then it discovered those hands that fought with pens, not swords, and saw, perched in their words, a way of visiting men and women on the battlefield of the mind. Soon it rediscovered how to fly in the hearts of women living restricted lives, in men that knew they'd face death too young, and in the works of all those that imagined children growing up without love but hoped for more. Now, it has flown through my window and nips the soft flesh between my knuckles. I have been reminded to tell you. Since the day that it decided to look into Pandora's eyes, and saw tears fall down her cheeks and the gods laughing. It knew 2 things: the gods would play with the hearts of men and women, and it had found its purpose. It was not here to offer us the truth but knowledge. That whatever games the gods may play with you, you can endure your suffering because, unlike them, hope beats within you.